Food is the basic necessity of life. If we do not eat a day, how do we feel? We will not be normal. The food is necessary for all the organisms. Plants prepare their own food. The food provides nutrients. We know the list of nutrients. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates provide energy. Proteins are necessary for growth. Fat stores energy. Vitamins regulate the functioning of the body. Minerals are necessary for the growth. Some minerals regulate body activities. The nutrients provide energy. Example, carbohydrates. Fats store energy. Proteins are necessary for normal growth and development. And proteins also involved in the repair of worn out tissues. When a tissue is damaged, that is worn out tissue, the repair needs proteins. And some vitamins protect the body from diseases. Some minerals involved in protecting the body from diseases. Food safety becomes a major concern these days. When food is mixed with microorganisms, disease-causing organisms, we will get disease. When a food is mixed with poisonous chemicals, that will affect our body. Food contamination with microorganisms is a major source of illness. Food contamination takes place either in the form of infections or poisoning. What is poisoning? Mixing of food with chemicals. Adulteration of foodstuff is a common activity in India. What is adulteration? Mixing of some other substances with food is called as adulteration of food. Mixing of papaya seeds with black pepper is an example for adulteration. Mixing of low quality oil with coconut oil is an example for food adulteration. Adulteration is commonly practiced in India by traders. Food laws have come into existence to maintain the quality of food produced in our country. We will learn this aspect at the end of the lesson. In this part, we are going to discuss about the first three nutrients. The first one is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates provide energy. Our body mainly gets energy from the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, we know the examples of carbohydrates: starch, cellulose, glucose. After photosynthesis, plants produce glucose. We take glucose to get immediate energy. Apart from glucose, some other carbohydrates are sucrose, the cane sugar. Sugarcane sugar is sucrose. Lactose, milk sugar is lactose. Starch. And the cell wall is made up of cellulose. These are the examples of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are grouped under three types based on the number of sugar units. When a carbohydrate is made up of only one sugar unit, that is monosaccharide. Mono means single. Example, glucose, fructose. When a carbohydrate is made up of two sugar units, that is disaccharide. When two monosaccharides combine, a disaccharide is formed. Example of disaccharide, sucrose. Cane sugar is a disaccharide. Starch and cellulose are made up of many sugar units. They are called as polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are made up of many sugar units. Example, cellulose and starch. What are the sources of carbohydrates? We know honey, sugarcane, fruits. Fruits are rich with sugar. Whole grains, starch vegetables. Potato, carrot, beetroot, they are vegetables. They have more starch. They are starch vegetables. They are the sources of carbohydrates. Rice is also a cheap source of carbohydrate in South India. Proteins are nutrients. They are very essential nutrients. Proteins are building blocks of the body. They are called as body builders. We need proteins for our growth and repair of body tissues. Proteins are made up of amino acids. Our body has 20 amino acids. There are more than 20 amino acids, but our body has only 20 amino acids. After 20 amino acids, some amino acids cannot be produced by our body. So, proteins are necessary for growth and repair of body cells and tissues. Some of the amino acids cannot be produced by our body. They are called as essential amino acids. Essential amino acids cannot be produced by our body. So it is essential to take these amino acids through our food. It is necessary to take these amino acids through our food. Then only our body can produce various kinds of proteins. These essential amino acids are phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, histidine. They are essential amino acids. Our body cannot produce these amino acids, so we have to take these amino acids through our food. What are the sources of proteins? From what type of food items we get proteins? Legumes, pulses, nuts, soya bean, green leafy vegetables, fish, poultry products, egg, milk and dairy products. Dairy products are milk products. The first list contains plant protein sources. The second list contains animal protein sources. Proteins are body builders. When protein in the food is very low, that results in kwashiorkor. This is a disease due to low level of protein. This condition is seen in children between 1 to 5 years of age. The hands and legs become small and belly enlarges. They have low body weight. And marasmus is a disease. It is due to low intake of protein as well as carbohydrate. When our food lacks protein as well as carbohydrates, that results in marasmus. It is usually found in infant below the age of 1 year, when the diet is poor in carbohydrates, fat and proteins. The body appears as if the bones are covered by skin. The bones appear through the skin. Kwashiorkor and marasmus are deficiency diseases. Egg yolk, meat, oil are the sources of fat. Fat is an important storage form of nutrient. So omega fatty acid is a kind of fatty acid that cannot be produced by our body. We have to take these fatty acids through our food. Omega fatty acid is called as essential fatty acid. Usually we get fat from egg yolk, the yellow color part of the egg, and oil, meat. Fats provide energy. They store more energy. Fats are made up of fatty acids. Some of the fatty acids are called as essential fatty acids because we have to take these fatty acids through our food. Example, omega fatty acids, omega 3, omega 6 or the omega fatty acids. They are good for the heart.